News Analysis Report. Sowore's defamation case sparks debate on free speech and governance in Nigeria. In a recent episode of TVC News Nigeria's Issues with Jide, aired on the 27th of September 2025, the program delved into the escalating controversy surrounding activist Omoyele Sowore's public accusation that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a criminal. The discussion, featuring political analyst Vasim as a guest, framed the incident as a high-stakes gamble by Sowore, potentially leading to jail time under Nigeria's defamation and cybercrime laws. This case highlights the fragile balance between free speech and national security in Africa's most populous democracy, raising questions about whether the government's response is a legitimate defense against slander or an attempt to muzzle opposition voices. At the heart of the dispute is a statement made by President Tinubu during a visit to Brazil, where he asserted that corruption has been eliminated in Nigeria's foreign exchange market. According to Vasim, Tinubu specifically praised reforms that have converged official and parallel market exchange rates, reducing opportunities for arbitrage and bribery at the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. This was corroborated by business leader Abdul Samad Rabiu of BUA Group, who described the market as transparent. However, critics like Sowore misinterpreted this as a blanket claim that corruption no longer exists in Nigeria. Vasim dismissed such interpretations as lazy journalism, pointing to ongoing anti-corruption efforts under Tinubu's administration, including Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, probes into former Kaduna refinery executives, and the trial of ex-CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele. Arrests and asset seizures are happening daily, Vasim noted, underscoring that the president's remarks were narrowly focused on forex transparency, not a denial of broader corruption issues. This misquote fueled Sowore's social media post, where he labeled Tinubu a shameless liar and criminal, prompting swift action from the Department of State Services, DSS. The DSS, Nigeria's internal security agency, approached Sowore to retract his statement but proceeded to file charges when he refused. Rather than an extrajudicial arrest, the agency opted for a court process, charging him under multiple statutes, Criminal Code Act, Sections 3, 7, 5, and 59, for publishing defamatory material and false news intended to alarm the public, punishable by imprisonment, Cybercrimes Act, 2024, Section 24, 1b, for disseminating false information via digital platforms that could incite disorder or threaten lives, with penalties including fines up to 7 million and up to 3 years in jail, Terrorism Act, 2022, Section 2, Subsection 3, interpreting Sowore's words as potentially inciting violence or undermining national security, as they could rally supporters against the government. Vasim justified the DSS's involvement by referencing a 1999 presidential instrument that expands the agency's mandate to protect the president from psychological harm, threats to sovereignty. The president embodies the nation, he argued, suggesting that unfounded attacks erode public trust and could escalate into unrest. Critics, however, view this as overreach, with some audience comments during the show labeling it a precedent for silencing dissent. Mainstream media's reluctance to amplify the misquote was highlighted as evidence that the controversy stems from selective outrage, not factual reporting. Broader implications: free speech versus accountability. The program incorporated viewer feedback from YouTube comments, revealing a divided public opinion. Some decried the case as an assault on democracy, urging politicians to develop thicker skin, liking to U.S. leaders who face routine criticism. Others supported the charges, arguing that baseless accusations like calling a sitting president a criminal without evidence cross into slander, not protected speech. One commenter emphasized redirecting focus to pressing issues like inflation, insecurity, and actual corruption. Vassum advocated for reforms, including robust enforcement of Nigeria's Freedom of Information Act to foster transparency. He warned against emulating unrestricted speech models from other nations, citing Rwanda's strict policies as a counterexample where inflammatory rhetoric is curbed to maintain stability. The discussion also touched on Sowore's own controversies, including his expulsion from his party amid financial allegations, though Vassum avoided deep dives to maintain impartiality. The episode concluded by noting Sowore's legal countermoves, such as suing to prevent the deletion of his post by the DSS and Meta, Facebook's parent company. Vassum predicted far-reaching outcomes, potentially reshaping Nigeria's legal landscape on digital defamation and setting boundaries for online activism. This controversy underscores deeper tensions in Nigeria's governance under President Tinubu. On one hand, the administration's forex reforms represent tangible progress against economic sabotage, aligning with Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Yet, the aggressive legal pursuit of critics like Sowore risks alienating reform-minded activists and fueling perceptions of authoritarianism. From a free speech perspective, the case tests the limits of digital expression in an era of rampant misinformation. While Nigeria's laws aim to prevent chaos echoing global concerns over social media's role in incitement, the selective application could stifle legitimate critique. As Vassum emphasized, unchecked online freedom is dangerous. But without clear guidelines, such cases may deter whistleblowers. Politically, this could bolster Sowore's image as a defiant opposition figure, especially given his history as a human rights advocate and 2019 presidential candidate. However, it also exposes vulnerabilities in Nigeria's opposition, where personal attacks sometimes overshadow policy debates. In summary, the news analysis portrays Sowore's dangerous gamble as a microcosm of Nigeria's struggle to balance accountability with order. The case's resolution could either reinforce democratic norms or signal a chilling effect on public discourse, with implications extending beyond borders in an increasingly digital world. The news encouraged responsible social media use, urging viewers to verify facts before posting. What is your opinion? And what do you think about Sowore calling the president theft?